Now, this is going to be the reason why Chelsea is not going to be in the title race. I mean, pause. We are in the title race, but this is going to be the main reason why we're probably not going to win the race. But fuck all that. Let's talk about the match, guys. You know what I mean? The curse has been broken. Listen, Brentford have won before this game, had won 100% of their winning rate at Stamford Bridge. We lost to them the past couple of seasons. The only time we won against them was, I think, an away game, which was, I think, a cup competition as well. So the curse has been broken thanks to Maresca. What phase is he in? Phase one. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people trying to talk about Ateta just because in the first five, but fuck all that. We don't really care. Now, I've got a message to Liverpool, probably Man City, and Arsenal, even Nottingham Forest. You guys can be in a title race. Nah, you can take the title race. Take it. Take it. Liverpool, don't worry. Don't worry, Liverpool. Chelsea are not in there. Chelsea are just the chill guys. Chelsea are just looking into picking up, 3 points each and every game. 3 points, 3 points in. 7 games on the bounce now. We've won our last 7 games. The next game we're gonna play it's gonna be against Everton, and then we'll move into Fulham. We can also teach you how to beat Fulham. Anyway, let me not get off on my head. But listen, guys. Um, we're just in this phase where we just have to kind of like just appreciate and enjoy the moment. Listen, I know in the game, it was a bit of a nervy game at the end because obviously, we let Brentford get back into the game. I think the last 15-20 minutes of the game. But guys, we spoke about this in the preview. It was always going to happen. It was always going to happen. Brentford were always going to have their chances. And that's one thing people need to separate from. We're not playing a team like Everton, which, I mean, Everton or Southampton, even, other teams that even Wolves that are not creating chances. We are playing Brentford. Their last 5 games, they've won, I think, 3 of them. And their previous game, their last game, they've won against Newcastle. Newcastle, they put 4 goals in Newcastle. They haven't lost a game at their home ground. So it was always going to come a point where we were going to sit at the edge of our chairs, being nervy and trying to figure out and trying to look at the referee. Is it time? How much time are we going to get in the at the time? It was always going to be that kind of game. But the most important thing is we take 3 points and fuck all that. Fuck all this clean sheet. Now, I would have loved for Sanchez to have a clean sheet because I thought they actually had a good game. Yes, of course, he had his shaky moments here and there, but he had a good game. Now, let's go back and actually talk about the match itself. Now, starting off the game, first half, I looked at the lineup and we have a couple of injuries and suspension in Pedro Neto. So, looking at the lineup, I expected, from the available players, that's what I expected. I expected, obviously, Noni Madueke to start. I expected, obviously, Tosin to start because Badeshila was not there. And by the way, while we're talking about Tosin, I think I'm leaning towards Tosin more than I'm leaning to Badia Sheila. Now, Badia Sheila has not been bad the past couple of games, but I think Tosin feels much more comfortable playing at the right central back, compared to when Badia Sheila played there. Even when you want to play Corey like we did against Tottenham, I think Tosin, for me, we can win even our aerial duels because of his height. So I think in terms of aerial threat, yes, of course, Badia Sheila and Corey they're auto as well, but I think Tosin, yes, of course, there was a mistake at the end of the game, which obviously led to a goal, but it wasn't just his fault, to be fair. And again, you're playing in the Premier League against Brentford, so I'm not really expecting you to put a 100% performance, but I think I'm leaning towards uh Tosin more than I am to Badia Sheila. But hey, time will tell, and we'll see. Now, going back to the match, like I said, looking at the lineup, I was happy with what was on the lineup, and I thought with that team, the way we play, I wanted to win, and I thought we could win, and we did win. So that was the right prediction. I put 3-1, in my prediction. But hey, again, I thought. Oh wait, what? Okay, yeah. So I thought, yeah, the lineup was quite alright, but first half, I thought Brentford were sitting deep and we were taking our time, trying to break them down. They were so good defending into their box. Every time we're trying to put the balls in, I think it was more of our game plan to kind of like just putting balls into the box. And I think in the first half we put almost about 18 crosses into the box. Up until the time obviously Cucurella scored, which was a good game, good goal by the way. We're gonna talk about it as well because Cucurella is having the best time of his life. up until the last, obviously, second of the game where you got a red card after the game. But anyway, the point is, they were sitting really, really deep, and we were trying to break them. And my worry has always been, if they get to score first, now we are in trouble because we are failing to break them at 0-0. Now imagine how deep can they sit, or will they sit if they go one goal ahead of us? So I was really hoping and actually praying that Chelsea will get to give a goal first, because one thing I knew is if we get a goal first, they're going to try and open up to equalize. And then when they start doing that, then they're playing into our hands, because, you know, Chelsea, we like to play with teams that like to give it to us as well. Pause. But we like to play with teams that are not really sitting at all times, like obviously the likes of Nottingham Forest and Brentford. So I was really hoping for us to score. Then we got a goal from Cucurella. What a goal, by the way. Now, I'm going to give praises again to Noni Madueke, because that cross was on point. Now, we're going to speak about Noni Madueke in a second, because he's the one guy that I thought he had a shit game. Yes, of course, he nicked an assist, but I don't care. Fuck all that. He had a bad game. For me, I would like to see Pedro Neto in there. If he's coming off the bench. Now, second half, played all right, get our second goal. Now I'm thinking, okay, the game is killed. You know, let's just, you know, relax and chill, wait for the final whistle. But at that point, I never thought we were gonna, you know, even lose or draw the match, right? Now, having them to score, I always have an open window for any opposition to score, because again, we just the kind of team that we're happy to score more goals. We're happy to outscore teams than to actually defend. We don't really defend. I mean, we defend all right. We defend all right. But we are the kind of team that we are happy to concede goals as long as we can score more goals. So I'm like, okay, if they score one, that's fine. So they get back into the game, and I'm really worried. At the time, I'm drinking my beer, and I'm like, shit. And I'm making noise again. I'm here in Australia. It's about 8 o'clock right now, and 8 a.m. in the morning, and I'm just, you know, just making noise. And oh my god. Then obviously we got that mistake from I mean, I think it started from Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez as well. I don't know, but ended up tossing, making a mistake, and then we conceded a goal. Then I'm worried. I'm like, shit. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose points, and I know. We're saying we're not in the title race, and we're happy saying that. But if there's one thing Chelsea fans want right now, we just want to keep close to Liverpool. You know, because winning this game was gonna help us so much by going away from Arsenal and actually getting close to Liverpool. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to take a point here. I want 3 points, and I wanted to break this case. Now, listen, the match ended, and then obviously we take 3 points home. But I thought overall we played really well. We played really well. Yes, of course, at one point it became a basketball game. It was just end to end, which again, it's expected. You're playing Brentford, and you know they're obviously trying to get back into the game, and players getting tired as well. But hey, man, listen, I'm happy for Cucurella. Got his goal. What a week he's having. He just did that promo with Puma, which, you know, we're gonna talk about that later in a different video. But yeah, he's having a good season, man. I know he got a red card and he's gonna miss the next match, but again, we're playing Everton, so I'm not really expecting to have players like Cucurella, because even then, Vega is quite good. So yeah, man, it probably a good time for him to get a red card, and he can also even rest as well, because he's been doing a lot. Now, yeah, man, I listen. And then Jackson got his goal as well. And then Christopher Nkunku came on, and you know, it was a good game, man. But I don't want to go too deep into the tactics right now. I just want to enjoy the moment with you guys. And yeah, people, I think 3 points, we deserved it, man. We deserved it. Yes, of course, we were under pressure the last 10-15 minutes of the game, but overall, I think our players were getting tired as well, and our bench wasn't really looking as good as it normally is, because obviously Pedro Neto's not there, Badiashile is not there, Lavia is not there. Obviously Fofana is injured, and you know it wasn't. Felix as well is not feeling well, so it wasn't really a good bench today, except for Christopher Nkunku and Vega. Who else was there? Yeah, of course, you got the young ones, the Tariq Georges and them. But yeah, man, people, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We're gonna do another video tomorrow where we say 5 things we learned from the game. But today we celebrate people. Make sure you do like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. No. Sorry, people. Let me get back to this one. I wanted to talk about Madueke, because yeah, man, I'm done. Yeah, nah, Madueke is not it. Madueke is not it. I know he got an assist today, but he's just not it. But anyway, people, I was on my way out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.